The Layton family is already ready for Christmas, but even making it to this Thanksgiving has been a years-long challenge.
I was 53. And had a major heart attack, a widowmaker. And they don't know how I survived it.
The scientific answer is a VAD, or ventricular assist device, otherwise known as a mechanical heart pump. Ed Layton got one knowing it was not meant to last forever.
My feelings was, don't fix what ain't broke. The pump was working just fine, basically no problems. And it lasted.
In fact, it lasted nearly 15 years until things took a turn back in May. Layton would spend nearly 6 months in and out of the hospital, but mostly in, until things got even worse back in October.
It was scary. I wasn't sure if he was going to make it.
Her husband, who has spent more than the past decade constantly wearing a vest, holding the tools to keep him alive, needed a transplant, and fast.
Then he called me the 2nd of November, and I was at work, and he says, I got a heart. And that was crazy.
Roughly 3 weeks ago, Ed Layton finally said goodbye to his heart pump and got a real heart. It marked heart transplant number 601 for the OSU Wexner Medical Center, a major milestone.
All of cardiac surgery, what we're able to do and be able to provide for patients is pretty unique. I think transplantation is even more so because patients are getting a second chance in a new gift of life, and it's bittersweet, right? So the other part of transplantation that I always like to at least bring on people's minds is that this is a very tragic event for somebody else that turned out positive, and us just honoring that donor and their family and what they're going through, I think is something that at least those of us in the transplant field don't take lightly, and I think Mr. Layton appreciates that as well.
I felt good, but I felt bad. Somebody passed for me to get the heart.
That's why both he and his wife of 24 years are eternally grateful. Grateful for the donor, grateful for the medical teams, and grateful to be here at home to give thanks on this Thanksgiving.
It's great. I didn't think he'd be home yet.
I've always looked at it since I had my heart attack. If my eyes open, it's a beautiful day.
Brittany Bailey, 10 TV News.